Hey, folks, how's it going tonight? Another Monday, worst day of the week. So, this is the day I choose to pick to reflect back on what happened last week. Appreciate you folks being here. First one in the house. Happy Hickman Homestead. All right. All right. Thanks for being here. Tammy Joe's in here as usual. I appreciate that so much. I truly do. Who else we got in here tonight? Looks like most folks are busy. Got Lynn Stalker back with us this week. All right. Yeah, hope you had a great week. Jazz Cat's back with us. Jazz Cat. All right. And the Iowa crowd. Yeah, the Iowa crowd's here. There they are. All right. Appreciate it, folks. I truly do. Hope your weather's cooler than ours. It got up in the 90s today. My old bottom got sweaty. Linda Farrow. All right. Yeah, all right. Jenny Pennington. Who else we got here? Chris Barrett's back with us. Hadn't been here in a while, but I appreciate you coming back to see us. All right. Philip Dixon, Tennessee. Yeah, Scottish Urban Prepper's with us. That's my man right there. If you're not watching this channel, you need to see what's going on in Europe because, like I've said before, it's headed this way. And there's a lot going on over there. Michael O'Brien. All right. We got a good bunch in here tonight. Okay, let's start at Fourth and Goal. Double D's with us. Appreciate that so much, you guys. I truly do. Yeah, Jazz Cat, 90s near Jacksonville. Oh, yeah, you're a little bit north of me, so hopefully it stays a little cooler up there than it is here. But before I get into what I wanted to get into tonight, I'm going to ask you folks to do me a favor. If you would, pray for the families that are involved in that shooting up in Nashville. They had 6 killed. I don't count the 7th one because that was the perpetrator. Got to give my fellow officers in Nashville a shout out. You guys did a bang up job. You got on the scene quick. You took care of the problem. Pray for those first responders too, guys. Believe me, it's not easy walking into a scene like that. And it's sure not easy to have to take somebody out. That's just something that, we need to just pray for those folks. I'd appreciate it very much. But looks like Ashley's with us tonight. That's my baby girl right there. That's my girl. All right. Don't know if I can call her. You'll always be daddy's baby girl, so you just have to learn to live with that. But let's get into what we come here to talk about tonight. And I'm going to reflect back on a couple of things I talked about last week. And I think one of them's really pretty damn funny. And that's this one right here. Some studio executives in Hollywood decided they would have a powwow this past week. They can't figure out why nobody's going to watch their movies. That's their biggest problem right there. They all got together themselves. They didn't invite anybody else to join them. I can tell them why nobody's going to see their movies. Because they're garbage. They keep trying to push a political agenda on everybody. They all got pissed off because Top Gun Maverick was such a big hit. They didn't like it because it was patriotic. That's the problem, guys. Don't take a genius to figure that out. Y'all need to get your heads out of your butts and start making movies people want to go see instead of trying to push some kind of political message down our throat. Then we'll go watch your movies. That's simple. I'm about to get off on a rant here and don't want to do that. So, yeah, that was the first one. I thought it's kind of funny, though. I commented on that on Monday night. And then on Wednesday, all these big executives have a powwow talking about the problem. So maybe one of them's watching the channel. I hope so. The other one here is kind of sad. Remember me mentioning the digital bank run last week? It was at $500 million a week ago. Well, now it's $100 billion. And that's going to kill some of those smaller banks. It's just going to create a bigger problem down the road. Hopefully they'll survive because we know, like Janet Yellen said, they're going to take it on a case-to-case basis to see if they're going to bail them out or not. So we know what that means. hopefully, you know, it won't wind up like that picture right there. Hopefully she'll get her shit together and do the right thing, but I ain't counting on it. And another thing I thought was pretty funny last week is one of those great minds on The View, Anna Navarro. She says she's miserable living here in Florida. Well, I don't know anybody that's keeping her ass here. All she has to do is pack up her shit and go. That's that simple. She must be a masochist. If she really don't like it here and she's not happy, then why stay? Unless you like the misery. And she might. I don't know. Maybe that's it. But, you know, if she needs somebody to help her pack, all she got to do is call me. She can get her ass out to California or back up to New York or wherever she's from. I don't know. But ain't nobody making you stay, young lady. Get out. It's that simple. If you don't like it, get out. All right, then. Now, they tried to distract you this week. They always do. They don't want you to see what's going on. How many of you have heard that a Chinese bank turned over bank records on Joe Biden yesterday? Bet very few of you have. But it happened. So we'll see what comes of that. I'm sure it'll be nothing, but they did. It's kind of like they were showing him, look, we got this on you. We don't mind showing if we have to. So keep your ass in line. Speaking of that, the president, when he went out today to speak about the situation in Nashville, it made me sick. He comes out telling jokes and laughing and carrying on. Like, you know, it's just any other day for his stupid ass to stand down there and mumble. But, you know, finally, when he did get serious, of course, it was the assault weapon's fault. It wasn't the transgender gun person that pulled the trigger. But let me get on. I'm going. All right. But like I said, they're trying to distract us. How many of you saw this pig and pony show with the CEO of TikTok? Went down last week. They set him down in front of a Senate subcommittee and, you know, try to grill him on what's going on. And basically, you know, the way I see it, it's just like what happened to Zuckerberg back in October of 2001. Nothing's going to happen.
21.
Yeah.
21.
That's what I said.
You said 01. He didn't do that in 2001, did he?
21. 2021.
Yeah.
All right. I had the date wrong.
You had me confused.
October of 21. But, you know, it's just people in power shaking them down, you know, for a little contribution here and there. That's about all it is. And then all of a sudden it'll go away. So I don't see anything happening with this, just like nothing happened with Facebook. But, you know, we never know. I might be wrong. That's one distraction. The other one is this. Sorry, liberals, you didn't get what you wanted yet. Looks like they were having trouble with the jurist on the grand jury. They had to shut it down on Wednesday night. Thursday and Friday, they didn't convene. They reconvened today. I'm sure they got some new jurists there that'll help them out and get things going in the direction they wanted to go. And that's the reason why they stopped it last week. So
he's had more fundraising than ever.
Yeah, Donald Trump's raised more money during all of this political crap, political persecution, than he's ever raised in his political career. So it's a good thing in a way.
What he was doing, he's a genius.
Yeah. Pauline joined us. All right. Better late than never. I appreciate you being here. All right. Sportsmobile 83 is back with us. All right. Good to see that. But, I mean, those two distractions they had lined up for you, I don't know if they worked on you or not. They didn't work on me because I saw what was happening. Hopefully you did too. First one that really surprised, it didn't surprise me, I guess, when I think about it, was a situation in Michigan where the governor, what's her name, Whitman or something like that. Whitmer, yeah. She entered into a contract with the communist Chinese government and gave them 715 million taxpayer dollars to put a battery plant in her state. But a condition from the Chinese was they could have Chinese law enforcement there and intelligence services. So she basically said, okay, bring your spies over here. I'll give you $715 million to do it. I saw it. I hope you did too. Them people up there are raising hell, and they should. That's ridiculous. To use taxpayer money to bring the communists into your state. That's a joke. It's a joke. Another one that you might have slipped under the radar on you was Putin moved some of his tactical nukes into Belarus, pretty much right on the Polish border, getting them a lot closer to NATO countries in Europe. They can actually strike pretty much anywhere in Europe, and these are small tactical nukes. They're not ICBMs that can go, intercontinental on us, but he could strike from there. He could strike pretty much anywhere in Europe with these small nukes. And I don't know if he's just using this to, kind of put the pressure on NATO or what, but we'll see. Hopefully it will turn into nothing. And he'll just spend a lot of money moving them over there. That chess game that they're playing, Putin and Xi from China, that chess game they're playing with Biden, they're winning it. Because they don't care about the things Joe is trying to push on everybody, which you can see there, diversity, equity, climate change. I ain't worried about the weather. It's hot. It's damn hot. I live in Florida. It's supposed to be hot. It's that simple.
He was just hanging out in Canada.
Yeah, he's in Canada with another with Trudeau.
The two meets up next to each other. They look ridiculous.
This for you, guy. Dry throat. Hey, all right. Joe Torsine's back with us. Hadn't seen you in a while, buddy. Appreciate you being here. But China and Russia, they're not playing around. They have aspirations of taking over the world and putting U.S. on the sidelines, and they're doing it. This administration is letting them do it. It's terrible, not just militarily. That's a joke. The military part's a joke. They're doing it economically. They're moving in to several countries where the dollar is still pretty much the currency of international exchange, and they're kind of doing away with the U.S. dollar and bringing in the Chinese yuan. But they're doing it right out in the open, and this administration don't care. It's ridiculous. What they're doing is just a joke. Another thing I heard, I think it was yesterday, if we do get into a war with China, a lot of folks don't know it, but there's 400,000 Chinese males already in the United States of military age. They've come across the border illegally, north and south southern border. Don't know if you remember it, but I think it was about a year and a half ago. China was doing military maneuvers in Canada, right on our border. And recently they've been doing them in Mexico as well. So I'm sure a lot of those military guys are maybe finding their way across the border and coming into the United States. If they're not, it would surprise me. It really would. But hey, we never know. I think if that does happen, they're already here. The invasion's already happened. It's that simple. Check out Life After by Ashley Smith, Kindle Books for post-apocalyptic story. There you go.
It was a good story.
Yep, check that one out. That is a good one. I forgot about that. I did, but it's a good story. So get out there and check that out, guys. All right. What else we got going here? Might as well get into the prepping topic of the night. Looks like we're going to get out here early tonight. That's a good thing. My stomach's been upset for a little while, but we're going to talk about something tonight that it's hard to get ready for. It truly is. It's probably already affected some of you. I hope not, because it's tragic. But if we do have a true SHTF situation, we're probably going to see a lot of people that just can't take the stress. They'll be overwhelmed. And they're only going to find one way out. And that's just going to add to the problems that we already have. But the way things are going right now, we have an entire generation that grew up with cell phones and computers. And, it's just part of their life, just like casual conversation with people. But if that's gone, it's going to be a problem. A lot of people are not going to be able to handle that. I don't know what to tell you as far as how to try to get ready for it or fend it off or whatever. But I'm reading this story right now, 1 second after, and that popped up in there, and I thought, wow, that's pretty profound right there, because it's going to happen. A lot of people aren't going to be able to take the stressors that will come with that kind of life, especially if it happens quick, like in the book, with an EMP, instead of gradually like what's happening to us now with our economic system. It's going down the toilet. If you don't see that now, you'll never see it until it happens. It's that simple. Every day it's something else with our money. But hopefully, you just got to prepare mentally for that possibility, just like you prepare your food or, your means of getting water or whatever. You just got to get yourself ready for that. Because if we do get into a true grid down situation, absolutely, it'll be instant. It's going to be hard to handle for a lot of folks. Like I said, they're not going to be able to take it. They won't see any other option, and that's just going to leave you with the stress of having to deal with it. So you really need to start thinking about that one, guys. I don't want to harp on this a whole lot because, like I said, some of you may be affected out there. You may have already been affected by this. But when you have an entire generation that, that electronics, in their hand, that's their life. And we got so many zombies right now just walking around. That's how they live. If that's not available anymore, it's going to be a mess, guys. It's going to be a big mess. What we got here? Is it sequel? 1 year after is it sequel? Yep, sure is. Look here. Oh, got it right here. If you guys haven't read those books, you need to get on them because they're really good. They truly are.
Looks like Chris is in here from Mississippi where the tornadoes were. They don't have power and the houses are gone.
Oh my goodness. We'll be praying for you, brother.
Yeah.
It's a shame what happened there. Also, I saw that some storms rolled through Georgia. I think it was Georgia. And took out, a lot of the infrastructure in a couple of towns there and hit people pretty hard. And pray for them, guys. Pray for those Mississippi and Georgia. Hill Bill's back with us. The hell it ain't. The hell what ain't? You got me there, brother. What we got here? 299 Days is also a really good story about an economic collapse. That's coming. I don't like to sell fear here. I really don't. But an economic collapse is coming, guys. The signs are out there every day. Just got to wake up, start watching. Sorry about that, brother. The hell I ain't prepared for. Ain't prepared for it, huh? Revolution. Revelation, yeah. I hadn't read that one. I might have to check that one out. But let's get back on topic here. CDC did a survey last year of high school students and asked them how many had considered suicide. And the number was staggering. From the start of the year to the end of the year, it went up from 17% to 24% for females. And for males, it went up from 10% to 13%. These are high school students. These kids don't even know what the real world is yet. And they're suppressed to the point that they're considering suicide. It's going to be bad, guys. It really is. I don't really want to harp on this. I don't, because it's something that's going to be terrible for everybody. It's just one of those things we got to get ready for, guys, just in case. But, if you have any suggestions, put them out there for everybody, Like it says at the bottom, if you got any questions, let me know. This is a topic that's hard to discuss, but with my previous training and my previous experience, I've dealt with it. I've dealt with it for 40 years. So I know where this is coming from. I hate to see it. But if you didn't read 1 second after, you need to. It really set your mind to thinking. That's one of them I have to highly recommend. All right. I think I'm going to get out of here early tonight, folks. I appreciate you being with me. I just wanted to bring that one message here to get you thinking, to get you on the right track mentally. Try to line things up just in case for that possibility. Like I said, just like your food and your water, your lights, whatever. You got to get it ready to go. Looks like Fluffy joined us. All right. Missed you last week. I did. Thought about you. Was wondering where you were. But like I said last week, grab Walt's books out there. They'll teach you a thing or two. I'm trying to get Chris Weatherman to join us. Sent him a text message the other day. He hadn't hit me back. He's been busy. And then I found out today he's in the hospital. Don't know exactly what's wrong with him, but if you don't know who he is, he's a American. He writes the Going Home series. That's a really good one to put in your library as well. I'm going to try to line him up as soon as he's able. But I'm going to get out of here early, let you guys go on with your Monday night. I got football going on right up there. So I want to watch that. And hopefully this coming week will be better than last week. And we'll have something good to talk about. So with that, I'm going to get out of here. We'll say stay strong, stay patriotic. Pray for the United States of America. We need it now more than ever. Orlando Prepper is out.